Alright, what's up y'all? This is Dark City Legend. I'm here with another video showing you guys the speed combination, Blitz package combination that you probably didn't know about in Madden, and one that I use in particular. When I say speed Blitz package combinations, I'm talking about personnel, formation, and you can count hash marks in this. And everybody knows that in Madden, the best blitzes are going to be the ones that let you put the fastest players in the positions, and that has an easy setup. That's why you're going to see a lot of people in dollar, the 4-3-6-1, and the other nickel 3-3. You're going to see a lot of that because they're easy to set up. You can get the fastest people in the game in it, and it usually gets in. Alright, but I'm about to show you the blitz that I use on a regular basis. Like, this is my main blitz when I'm playing solo battles or when I'm playing somebody else. Alright, and it is the nickel 3-3 Cub Sam Wheel Blitz 3. And I have a certain combination of players that I use when I'm running this blitz. Like, when I first started running it, I started using Aiden Hutchinson on the, we're going from left to right. Aiden Hutchinson, Derek Thomas, Mean Joe Green, Michael Strahan, and then Michael Parsons. That's how I started using this. And that combination with this blitz was getting in there a lot. It was almost like the perfect thing, right? And and when you're playing MUT, this difficult to keep that combination of players because of the upgrades of the offense, upgraded players. So during that time, I had to kind of upgrade my defense, and it threw the blitzing combination off. And one player in particular that I have to have in this blitz is Aiden Hutchinson, that 88 guy. And for the reason why, because if you put anybody faster in there, like he's an 82 speed naturally. If you put anybody faster in there, they're going to bump into that line and they're going to get stuck. Alright? Now, if you have enough time to practice this, to lab it up, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you put somebody else in there during the game, they're not going to come off that edge right. And I've also tried to put somebody in that was an 82 speed, the same as him, that the new Super Bowl player from the Chiefs is a right end. His speed is 88, and I tried to upgrade that Aiden Hutchinson because he's only 88, and he just wouldn't work. He just does not come off the edge like Aiden Hutchinson. So I'm going to try to get that upgraded Aiden Hutchinson, that 90 overall one, but he doesn't have the Dallas Cowboy chemistry, and I have 50 for 50 on the Cowboy chemistry. So that's kind of how I base my whole team. So that's how I run. So, but anyway, Aiden Hutchinson is the key to the whole defense, really. Because he just comes off of that edge. He doesn't get stuck in there. And it's just, I can't even explain it, but the personnel. If you guys watched the, I think it's the Zero Chill Challenge, and I think it was AJ talked about not having Todd Gurley, having Edgerrin James in there, and he used him just because he wouldn't bump into the line. Aiden Hutchinson on this play is very similar because you have to use him because he just won't bump. He won't get stuck. All right. So You know, and when you're having a defense like this, like having the right personnel, the player that's going to run your play right, regardless, is better than having the upgraded player. But now that we're in the part of the game where we have 96s, it's going to be hard to keep Aiden Hutchinson in there. So I got to figure out some kind of way to still make this blitz work. And I've upgraded to Mean Joe Green was really great. Then I had to upgrade to Aaron Donald, and it wasn't as great. The blitz just wasn't as great. Don't ask me why. And I had got who else? Brandon Graham. I had got Brandon Graham, so I replaced Brandon Graham with Michael Strahan. I replaced Michael Strahan with Brandon Graham. And, because they were similar type of speeds. Like, what I would do was take this is how I noticed that it started going. Like, the defensive end on the left, the edge rusher on the left, and the tackle that's on the right side were around 80, 82, 85. You'll see Strahan and Hutchinson are around the same speed. So I kept that combination, and the tackle that's on the left side and the edge rusher that's on the right side were 90s. Derek Thomas was a 90, and Michael Parsons was a 90. I believe that Mean Joe Green was a 91. So he kind of got in there, like, I don't know, that was like the perfect combination. So I tried to keep that speed combination. And and so I kind of upgraded the players based on that. So now I have Ray Lewis in there instead of Derek Thomas. Of course, Aiden Hutchinson, Ray Lewis, Chris Jones made me, when I got him, he started making the defense, he started making the blitz come back in the way that it used to. And I had got Jonathan Greener. And Jonathan Greener was pretty good, but sometimes he would glitch. There was certain, like you'll see in the beginning of the video, how he would glitch out like that. He would nano freeze or whatever. And even though he's good against in the 4-6 defense that I have, that he was good because he was around that same speed or whatever. I think he's a little faster, but he was pretty good in there also. And he was good in the 4-6 blitz, which I'm going to show you at the end of this. The end of this video. That's like a bonus that I had for the end of this video. And but yeah, and then I just upgraded. Okay, I had Greener. Yeah, went to Greener. Then I upgraded to JJ Watt. All right. Now I have it's Hutchinson. Ray Lewis. And I have Warren Sapp now. JJ Watt and the 89? No, 93 Michael Parsons. Alright. And upgrading Parsons made it different too, because he's a little faster. So sometimes that guard would get him, like he wasn't coming off right, like exactly perfect. Him being the slower one, but when he does get off, he's in there. Like when he gets in there, he's in there. Like he's in there really quick. All right. So that's why I kind of kept him, and plus he's a Cowboy part of chemistry, so I had to do it. And but yeah, this is kind of what I've been working with. But that blitz combination is really what makes these. There are certain defenses where just having the combination of the right player will make the blitz. It doesn't matter the speed. Like there's a few years ago, in fact, I'm gonna take it back. When I first noticed that it's about personnel, I'm gonna take it back to 98. Is it 98, 99? Okay, Cowboys had Ebenezer Ekubon. If anybody remember that, to defensive end. He would, there was a play in their playbook where he would come right off the defensive edge and unblocked, he would just run right past the defensive end. And he was the only player in the game that could do it. But you had to be on the left hash mark. The offense had to be on the left hash mark. And every time I got somebody on the left hash mark in a passing situation, I would just run that play, and he would just run right past the defensive tackle and just get in there. It was automatic. And then a few years, Madden 2012, and that's a game that I really just dominated. I think I had stopped playing because I started going to school that year. I started going back to school. So I kind of stopped playing. But the game just became so crazy. And I had the best blitz in the game. And I had to have a guy that was, I think their speed couldn't be over 74. And it was an A-gap blitz that I had that just ran right through it. I have a video of it. And I never showed anybody how to run it. I just showed the video. I let people guess how to set it up. But you couldn't have that guy over a 74. I believe it was 74. Because if you had him, over 74, then they would, detect the nano. All right. So this is kind of like the same thing. If you have certain guys in there, they'll detect that nano. Like Greenland, you'll see in the beginning of the video, you'll see that they detected that, and you'll get certain freezes and just all kinds of weird stuff. But if you have the perfect combination in there, then this blitz is going to work. It's a pretty good blitz, and the running back doesn't even stop it. In most cases, them blocking the running back makes it even better, because now they don't have as many people going out, and it's still going to get in. All right, okay. And this is another key that I want to show you guys is the ability to be able to move that nose guard, the guy in the middle. Now you'll notice that the blitz is going to come in. Like, anybody can get in at any time, which is what makes it, like, you'll see that blocking running back right here, and you see how Ray Lewis just gets right in there. Like, this is the great thing about defense. Somebody is going to get in, and that's the point of having the combination. All right, you have the right combination. Somebody's getting in. You can't block everybody within that. You'll see it right here. It's the 7 combination. It doesn't. And then you get the block shit. It doesn't even matter. Somebody's going to get in. But the one thing I wanted to show you about was moving that nose guard. Right here you're going to see Chris Jones. You move him to the left, just like that, and then you switch off of him. Him being in that position is what sets this whole thing up also. Now, it is very, I'm not going to say difficult, but it's something that you have to practice on doing, because there are certain things that can throw that movement off. And then when you're trying to come back, you'll see what I'm talking about. Like, you try to move him. Sometimes he don't want to go. Like, sometimes he just doesn't want to go, and you have to, get him and move him and switch him back. Sometimes you'll switch, you're going right back to the middle linebacker. Sometimes they'll just send you to somebody at random or wherever. Sometimes he doesn't want to move over. Usually when he don't want to move over, those are the plays that usually toast this defense. It's like, he knows, like the center person, whoever's in the middle knows. I played this long enough to know that is usually the case. There's a seam route in there, and the seam routes will usually cook this defense. If somebody knows how to throw them seam routes, it's usually going to cook this defense. All right, but that center guy not moving on the first time you try it is usually a good indication of they are doing a play that's, that's one of those plays. Seam routes, the RPOs, quick running back outs, flat patterns, and some corner routes. But you can make the adjustments also on it. So, but you want to move that center, you want to move that nose tackle over. All right, and that sets up the whole thing. All right, and you put that middle linebacker kind of like over the right guard, and there's a feel for wherever you want to put him, and you can tell with the controller, all right, where to put him, where to put that middle linebacker. And I can't even describe the feel, but you'll feel that your guy doesn't want to move a certain way. Like there's a feel. It's like, okay, I can describe it as this. If you ever try to put two parts of a magnet together, okay, that is the feel that, you put the positive on the positive part of the magnet, and you see how like you try to put them together and they just have that feel where they just going to move off just a little bit. That's almost a feel of where you want to have that middle linebacker. See, I'm not going to put them in the same spot all the time, because it's the feel that, that's all I can describe to you, the feel. If you play it long enough, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And you have to, well, you don't have to, but I started doing this to moving, having the left analog, slightly like tilting it towards the line of scrimmage. All right, slightly tilting it to the line of scrimmage. Like if you try this in practice mode and you're playing against a computer, practice mode, the computer won't snap the ball because it's going to register that you're in movement. All right. So you don't want to go to practice mode. You don't want to, you won't be able to do this like exactly the way I'm saying it in practice mode. All right. So just be aware of that. But you want to move it slightly to the right, and and like I said, there's a feel to it. All right. But usually in between that right center or the right guard, you can also go on the left side in between the right center and right guard. Like I said, it depends on the field, and it's going to work. So anyway, that's this defense. Okay, now right now I'm going to go into my 4-6 just for a little bit. Okay, this only works on the right side hash, on the right hash. All right, this is bonus stuff, right hash. Okay, and you do the same thing. You can move that center over, whoever the nose tackle is. Okay, you can see right here that I messed it up because during the switch it made me move over somebody else. All right, I was lucky enough to have a defense right there, but you move that center over, and and during that nickel defense, I forgot to say, you want to blitz everyone out. Okay, that's what you want to do. You want to blitz everybody out. Support. All right. I hope you guys made it to the end of this video. But this right here, you see, you move him over right there, and you're going to create a crazy blitz, and that was Greenlaw right there. All right, green art, my bad. And then you have that blitz. Okay, and I'm going to show this extra bonus, right? Well, offensive play that I love to run. It's part of my staple offense. Okay, I go into the empty set, but I have two tight ends and a running back in. Usually people get pissed off about me about this, but usually people are going to go into a pass commit. I have two nasty streaks on the field with two tight ends. Usually they're playing too many DBs on the field, usually. All right, and I audible this running play. By the time they figure out, most of the time, it's too late. You know what I mean? So these are the things that you guys need to be aware of. Like them, use them, enjoy them. Peace.